Well, this is the Indoor Rowing 2022 Huntsman. They have two races, 5,000 and the 2,000. You see up there the machine. It tells you when to get ready and when to start rowing. And you can see just by the extent of the movement how you're using legs, back, arms, shoulders, the core. It's good to be able to look up on a wall here and see where you're placing in your group, although it might be several age groups, so you don't you may show that you're a little bit behind, but you might be ahead because the different age groups rowing together. But it's just, to me, it's the best overall workout machine, and it really is up to you how extensive do you want to make the exercise, by the way you pull on it. I've got both knees replaced, so I can't get the extension, so I have to kind of reach out a little bit more to take advantage of the distance. But you're totally in control of how strenuous you make it. It's just how hard you want to pull on the machine, and how hard and how many what RPM you want. But here at the end, I tell you, I'm always anaerobic. I mean, when I push it to the end, you have pushed yourself, and that's one of the dangers. You have to be sure you go out and can set a pace, and then at the end you kind of let it all out. But Huntsman's a great event. Got lots of awards there at the events, and really enjoy the Huntsman World Masters.
We're here at the 2022 Huntsman World Masters events. We're in the indoor rowing, as you can see in the background, called ergs. And tell me your name again. I'm sorry.
My name is Cowan.
Chris Cowan, and you just did the event here.
Yes.
A little while ago.
Yes.
And tell me about what you do to maintain health and fitness, and how it's impacted the quality of your life.
Well, for a long time, we've got a dog. Not an Australian Shepherd, a Queensland Heeler. And we live in Fresno, California, which gets really hot in the summer.
Oh, yeah.
And so when I get home from work, it's too hot to walk the dog. So what I've done for the last 8 years is I've walked the dog. I get up at 4:45 in the morning, and the dog and I walk from 5 to 6. And we walk maybe 3.5 miles. And so I've been doing that for 7 days a week for 8.5 years now.
Wow.
And then about 3 years ago.
Dog loves it too.
Oh, dog loves it, absolutely. And those dogs, they've got a lot of energy. So.
Yeah.
And then about 3 years ago, I got I got the Concept 2 rowing erg.
Oh, you bought one?
I bought one.
Okay.
I got it at the house, and then when COVID hit, I thought, well, I'm going to fire up on the rowing machine, and I did for like 2 weeks every single day.
Yeah.
And then I got tennis elbow, so I had to rehab that for a while, and instead I got the Concept 2 bike erg, and so for the last 3 years I've kind of been trading back and forth between the rowing erg and the bike erg.
Okay.
So I do that maybe.
Oh, you got the bike erg.
Have the bike erg too.
I've seen him, but I've never even been on one.
Yeah.
Personally, I think the erg is the best all-around machine because you work every part of your body,
Yes.
and you're not,
Right.
hitting your joints like with running.
Right.
And it's everything. So how much do you erg? You say?
I erg maybe. I've tried to increase the meters I've erged the last year.
Yeah.
I've done maybe since the rowing season started May 1st. I think I've done maybe 1.1 million meters.
Wow.
But now that's a combination of rowing and biking, but it's mostly rowing.
Okay.
So I'm getting there. I'm trying to increase the distance I go every day. I try to do about 8,000 to 10,000 meters, the equivalent, of 8,000 to 10,000 rowing meters. I'm 66.
66.
Yeah.
So would you say that maintaining that fitness level has enhanced the quality of your life?
Oh, absolutely. Since I started 3 years ago rowing, I've lost 20 pounds. I went from a heavyweight down to the lightweight, which was great.
That's great.
So yeah, I mean, I eat more, but I'm burning off the calories.
Yeah.
I really, things that I kind of wonder about at this age is, what kind of diet should I have? I mean, I'm always kind of wondering, should I be eating this versus that? And, I just kind of stumble my way along,
Don't we all?
You know, but.
And you know, the crazy thing is, you know, one type of vitamin or food is good for one person and not good for another.
Right. I mean, I know that fruits and vegetables are better for me.
Right.
I don't really like vegetables, so I try to eat them. I mean, I like fruits, you know, so I try to stay away from sugar as much as possible, but not always successful. But
I'm a sweet now. I love my sweets.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's good. What other events do you do? Do you do anything else here at the Huntsman?
No, in fact, I didn't even know about the Huntsman Games until I'm friends with Walt Axthelm, who just rode on Strava, and somehow he mentioned it. And so then before I came here to the games, you know, I was talking back and forth with Walt, and then I talked to saw some of the guys that were on in the C2, the Concept 2 rankings.
Right.
So I talked to Tom Reed, who won the event today in my age bracket, and he lives in Oregon, and he was giving me some pointers. And so so there's just people I've met on social media through various websites that kind of told me about this, because it's been great. So my wife and I came out here, and we're out here for 3 or 4 days to do it with the games, and then we'll do a week at Zion and just kind of make a vacation out of it. Yeah.
Have you ever rode on the water?
No.
Yeah.
No.
That's a whole different environment, you know.
Right.
But
Those
long, skinny boats, like I rode a single, it's 22 feet long and about a foot wide.
Yeah. No, I'd like to get a kayak at some point, but I'd probably get the 12-foot kayak,
Right.
At least in my living room where I've got the air conditioning going.
Yeah.
I can't capsize the boat, and I can't fall off the bike and break my pelvis. So
Yeah, that's true.
it works indoors for me.
That's great. We also like to ask people, is there anything that's really important to you spiritually, that drives you, that helps you maintain?
I just try to maintain a balance in life, you know. I mean, if you think about it, you're really, as an individual, pretty insignificant in the whole scheme of things, you know. I mean, so it's tough to try not to get a big ego.
Yeah.
You know, I don't think I've accomplished enough to have a big ego, but I just try to keep it. The important thing is family. And my wife and I have been married for 41 years and been together for 45, and so. We've got 2 daughters, and our oldest daughter is about to have our first grandkid next month. So we're.
That'll keep you busy.
Oh yeah.
The nice thing is you can hand them back and say good night.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, we've got grandkids, and it's a real blessing to see them. Yeah. Anything else you'd tell those people out there watching this video that encourage them?
I would say it's never too late to get started in something like this.
True.
I wake up every day. I wake up. This is as young as I'm ever going to be. This is probably the most energy I'm ever going to have, and so you just why wait? Get involved in something, and it doesn't matter when you start out how bad you are at it or how slow you might be at something.
Yeah.
I mean, the point isn't really to win races. The point is just to find something that makes you healthier.
Yeah.
Rowing certainly does that for me. The rowing, the biking, and the walking, and just find something you like to do.
We were at the Sarasota World's Masters rowing on the water, and we met 2 guys that were in their 70s when they first started.
Right.
So, like you said, it's never too late.
Well, there was a guy here last year that set the world record in the 95 to 99 age bracket, I think it was. And he had been a runner his whole life, and then he got into his mid-70s, and I guess it was just too tough on his joints and stuff, and so he switched to the indoor rowing, and he thrived at it.
That's great.
So there's something out there for everybody.
There is, yeah.
So.
Well, that's fantastic. I appreciate your input, and hopefully it'll encourage others to get out there.
Yeah.
Yeah, because look, they're obviously in great shape, and it definitely enhances your quality of life.
It's much easier to be competitive as a lightweight than a heavyweight. I can tell you that.
All right, thank you again.
Okay, thank you. Yep.
We want to thank you for watching RedefiningAging.us. I'm John Disterdick, your host. And our goal for the series is pretty simple. We just want to enhance the quality of people's lives. So if you know of an event that you think would be one for good for us to cover, please fill out the form on our website, and not only the event and what it is, where it is, when it is, and If there's a person you know that you think would be a good person for us to do a testimony on in some event, please let us know. And if you want a fuller description of my testimony, you can either go to johndisterdick.com and look under ministry, or you can go here at redefiningaging.us. We appreciate your viewership. God bless, and hope to see you on more shows.